Well, the Houthis have been relentless. The Yemen-based rebels claim to have mounted 6 attacks on ships with drones and missiles in the last 72 hours in the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea. The United States has managed to counter the missiles with its own missiles. Our next story tells you how the US has been drawn into what seems to be a never-ending war, with the Pentagon spending millions deflecting each missile.
The vital shipping lanes of the Red Sea have become an unlikely battleground in the conflict between the US Navy and Yemen's Houthi rebel forces. The Iranian-backed Houthi militants are deploying swarms of low-cost commercial drones to target not just commercial vehicles, but even US warships, which have no choice but to counter these threats with extremely expensive missile defense systems. The US vows to counter the Houthi menace.
The United States will continue to hold the Houthis accountable for their attacks, which have not just disrupted international commerce, not just disrupted the freedom of navigation in international waters.
Estimates suggest the basic drones utilized by the Houthis cost a mere $1,000 to $2,000 each. In stark contrast, the US Navy's Standard Missile 2S and Standard Missile 6S used for air defense run a staggering $2.1 million and $4.9 million per unit, respectively. With the Houthis unleashing relentless drone waves, the US is forced to burn through its costly missile inventory at an alarming rate. The Houthis, on the other hand, aren't deterred by American airstrikes.
The Yemeni armed forces carried out 6 military operations during the past 72 hours, using a large number of ballistic missiles and drones. As follows, the naval forces and the missile force carried out 4 joint operations on 4 ships, including the American ship Mas Saratoga in the Gulf of Aden.
Experts point out that the US, despite deploying its aircraft carriers in the Red Sea, have failed to secure the Red Sea. This has disrupted global trade and supply chains, particularly affecting routes through the Suez Canal, which handles about 30% of the global container trade. Cargo ships are forced to take long, expensive detours around the Cape of Good Hope. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.